Welcome back to Make Believe's Reborn, I guess.
Pardon
Welcome
us,
back to
audience. Off screen, we had to lecture Pedro about a little time-related dilemma. Not to
We had
worry,
to-
though.
Yeah, we had to tell him that it's 11:30,
Oh, interesting.
didn't we, Jova?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did. Anyway, time to find Sinbad.
Sinbad.
And no, it's not the Sinbad from the Dreamworks movie.
He was referencing Lion King.
Well, I've never seen that. I've never seen the Dreamworks movie.
Alright, then. It's really good. You should see it.
Yeah, it's good. Again, it does one thing DreamWorks says. Okay, it does one thing I've never seen DreamWorks fail at. It's at making a good 2D animated film.
True.
Like, I mean,
All other
some are obviously better than others, but there's never really been a bad one.
yeah. From what I can remember, no.
And El Dorado. Oh, freaking El Dorado is amazing.
Prince of Egypt is my
I hope
favorite.
you're not talking about the soap. Oh, you're talking about the film, not the crappy British soap opera.
El Dorado was originally, a city made of gold that everyone's looking for, as opposed to a desperate soap opera made in England.
Spain, actually.
Considering
Oh.
DreamWorks is...
It was remember, Jova, it was a British soap, but it was filmed in Spain.
I'm actually still surprised, considering how a lot of animation studios nowadays have this thing of getting celebrity voices. I'm actually surprised they still haven't gotten the comedian Sinbad to play Sinbad. Maybe they think that's
Also,
too.
Joe-
Maybe they think that joke is too obvious.
Well, I mean, is he still a thing in Hollywood?
Well, he was back in the 90s. Like, I don't know if today he's still. Probably not, I guess.
You were saying, Shiroi?
Yeah, to further explain what Dwibs was saying, that's probably due to the fact that Spain usually has a lot of British expats.
So do you like,
Yeah.
Like in
so-
real life, as well as fiction. So
So does
Yeah.
that mean that they pretty much try to camouflage Spain as jolly old England?
No, it was
it's
actually
a
set
bunch
in
of
Spain.
Brits, living abroad.
So what? It's
No.
a bunch of British people living abroad in Spain.
Well,
Wacky
that was
hijinks. I mean, not wacky hijinks. I mean, totally serious and dramatic plots to ensue.
Well, actually, Jova, funnily enough, from episode 1, the soap was befuddled by all sorts of problems, tone clashes. For some reason, they dragging people not from the UK into it.
Hold on, Jez, I have to interrupt you there. We got the 06 thing again. Remember in 06 where Shadow...
Tornado is hurling stuff.
No. Let me finish. Remember when in 06's Flame Core with Shadow, where he's about to drop on this hole, and he literally goes, "Ah!" and the subtitles only say "ack." It happened again. We were dropping, and Shadow went, "Ah!" and the subtitles just said "ack." Okay, Jova.
Shadow's not in this game.
I know, Shara.
You
I mean,
just
Shara.
said Shadow went
Whatever. Shara we were dropping, and Shara screamed, "Ah!" and the subtitles once again just said, "ack." What the fuck was up with Sonic Team back in this day where ack apparently... What even is ack?
I don't know.
Is that supposed to be an onomatopoeia for a scream? Because I've never heard of it.
I guess someone must have messed up with the translation there.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like back then, and that's
It
another.
goes back to a long-running problem.
It's such a problem with
things
Sonic
like
games, like that still happens to this day. Why are we always getting so many translation errors in?
And
because-
besides,
I think
Also,
we all
we're in
know.
colours now. Apparently.
I think. Well, colors are. Wait. Colors didn't really have.
Well, actually, Joe, if you compare the Japanese script with the American one, because you can see it on YouTube, someone who literally subtitled the Japanese cutscenes themselves, you'll notice that a lot of the jokes, like Polymagnosia, were not in the original Japanese script.
Well,
And,
yeah, duh.
and Jova, they weren't doing the country disguised as another country thing for another 13 years yet.
Anyway, I mean, well, no duh, the Baldy McNoser joke wasn't in the original Japanese script. So what? I mean, there's a reason we have to change stuff in a Japanese script, because, yeah, the Japanese script of colors is kind of boring, too, when you actually get down to it.
I agree. Anyway,
I mean, that's one thing that kind of
yeah,
annoys
this
me.
level
Everyone
is
knows-
about as linear as it can be. We're literally just running
No,
on... Go ahead. Oops.
Don't worry, Joe. I get it too. There's annoying purists who are always like, "Oh, the Japanese version's always better."
Yeah, we know. Let's not get into that though.
I mean, seriously, it's mentalities like that that kind of fuel Sega of Japan to do a lot of their blunders.
All right. Now we have to swing on these ropes, I think. Here's the problem. You have to flick the Wiimote to swing, and it's not very pleasant.
Anyway, I'll be quite honest, being linear is in a game like this isn't really that much a problem.
The problem is the on-rails aspect of it. Like, I want to actually control Sonic, if you don't mind, Sega.
Thankfully, this would be improved.
Well, I don't know.
Black.
When he is controllable, he generally doesn't control all too well.
Hey, sure, Colors and Generations do it well.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, I'll be honest. I played a bit of SA2 and failed to see why people are gushing about the controls there.
Actually, Dwebs, I don't even care much for the controls in Adventure 2. I prefer the ones in Adventure 1, the
It's more
Dreamcast
so
version
Adventure 1,
specifically.
a lot of people gush
From what I've
about.
heard, Sonic control, Sonic at least, I'm not sure about everyone else, but Sonic control is pretty similar to in SA1 to SA2.
The problem, Dwebs, is that you have to
Okay,
understand.
okay.
See, the problem
Let
is,
me
Dwebs.
elaborate.
Here's the thing: Sonic's gameplay never kind of really started going downhill immediately after Adventure 1, basically. Because Adventure 2's gameplay was not as good as the Sonic gameplay in Adventure 1, and it just kind of spiraled from there, basically.
Let me elaborate. It is the same gameplay style, but you can tell that Adventure 2 is a lot more speed-oriented. It has to also do with the different level design of Adventure 2 as well.
Yeah.
Also,
I think
seriously,
No, go ahead.
let us not forget, mapping the bounce button to the light speed dash.
Fuck. Like, it's like
Although sadly Mario Odyssey has become victim to that too.
it did. How come?
But it's Mario Jover, so it's okay apparently.
Wait. I'm playing Odyssey.
I'm
like,
not
right
saying
now.
you have that mentality, Page.
No. I'm actually not aware of what Jova's speaking. Like, could you elaborate, Jova? I don't think I'm aware of this.
Well, Pedro, Mario Odyssey is this fan game of Mario's, basically,
Oh.
wait, well, of course it's a fan game. Why should I be complaining about that?
Wait, are you on about?
Cutscene.
Never mind. Yeah,
Sinbad of the Seven Seas,
it's a fanfic.
adventurers. Who the heck are you?
Oh, Sinbad, it truly is you, the great adventurer.
I'm sorry. Knuckles looks so silly in that.
Would you be willing to give us?
I know. It's not Knuckles technically, but still.
Hey, Miss
Shara.
Shara.
Oh, please. All they did with these characters is put clothes on them.
I'm kind of stuck here. You're the
It's a
one
revelation.
helping me.
I feel a strong magical.
force here, cliche.
I'm hungry.
Which means
I feel a strong force. There you go. Gone.
Now you're talking. That's the ticket, Shara.
Come on, Shara. Let's just leave him there.
Hey,
Uh,
life's a game of give and take, see? You help me get out of here,
Or I'll kill you.
I'll help you out later. Not a bad deal, huh?
Wisdom? Knuckles? Ah, never mind. Come on, let's find that key.
Yeah, let's just leave the guy here. Bye.
well, it's not like we can do anything for him now. Alright.
Can Sonic just break through the whatever?
No, actually, Dwebs, if we do try... Well, the thing is, Dwebs, he cannot saw his way through fucking steel. Come on.
Bounce on robots.
Well, yeah, but robots are not made of steel, they're made of metal.
Unless they're made of plastic.
Not just that, Dwebs, but let's not forget how in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog we can actually even see how he's not capable of sawing through really hard materials.
Sinbad,
Sonic, great. I mean, Stranger, where are you going?
You okay, Pedro?
No, I'm fine, don't worry.
Oh, come on. All right.
I think my voice is starting to get a bit tired because I was screaming a lot today.
the device
In,
Don't worry, Pedro. I'll talk for you.
in other news,
No, thank you. I can still speak for myself.
in more positive news, two friends of mine who I've known since elementary school got married and are about to have a kid.
That's awesome.
Cool.
How nicely irrelevant.
Pull the lever, Sonic. Wrong lever.
Ta-da!
And Sonic gets immediately teleported back to the cage for some reason. Oh, whatever.
Well, at least it's convenient. You have to go backwards back to the start.
Sure, I guess you can argue it's Shara's magic or something.
Yeah.
Which begs the... that's another thing. Forgot this...
Shara zip lines are fun.
That's another thing. Forgot... that's another thing. Shara is a kind of a shitty genie. She never grants Sonic any actual wishes until the end of this game.
To be fair, this is actually lore from the original Aladdin tale. There were actually two genies. One who was a genie of the rain who pretty much, while that genie could give unlimited wishes, didn't really have as vast an amount of abilities as the genie of the lamp, who was all-powerful but can only grant 3.
Yeah, true. But I still remember the Genie of the Ring still could grant wishes to an extent.
It was mainly teleportation wishes, though.
Eh.
And, they were more minor stuff. More minor things. Not, like, big, phenomenal cosmic powers.
Mm-hmm.
Yahoo! The way he says yeah.
You having fun there, Sonic?
Yup!
We say, to quote, well, Job, I'll just sum it up with the in-minutes parody of this game. You saved us here, how can we save you? How about giving me those damn witches you owe me, bitch?
Imagine if you did this on every heroes. Especially
It's-
when you were moving away from that alligator.
It's not even just that, Shiroi. The swinging in this, the swinging mechanics are pretty slow and kind of break the flow of the level, if you ask me. Like,
You have to use momentum.
I know, Joe, but that's the that's the thing, Jova. That's the thing, Jova. This is inconsistent with the rest of the game's design. The entire game is nothing but on rails, go forward stuff.
Well,
all of a
to
sudden, momentum.
To be fair, even with the on-rail stuff, the game has used momentum here and there. It's just that you have a nice bout of acceleration here and there.
I will say, with how buggy the vine swinging in Heroes is, at least that was, somewhat fast-paced.
I mean, to be fair, there has been momentum in this game. To say the rope momentum thing is out of place doesn't make much sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that it doesn't make sense, but it is a little bit of a pace breaker. With
That
how
I
long
can
it
agree
goes
with.
on
And this
for.
level is still going. All right, let's go. And how? Okay, now we have to defeat the. Now we have to kill all the enemies to open this gate because we don't.
Rush did it better.
That.
I mean, in a
I don't
game-
think. I don't think even Sonic Crush did it all that well, honestly. But go ahead.
In a
Yes.
game where you have a reliable homing attack, this wouldn't be so bad. But
Yeah,
here,
exactly.
The homing attack is fine and reliable enough, but again, it's a pain because you.
And there you go.
sometimes
The air
have to
dash
back up.
threw me into a spike ball.
Also, the fact that the game, for
Oh,
the
you
most
weren't
part,
supposed to
doesn't
air
really...
dash there.
Oh, but I couldn't
Also,
see the
just
balls
the
in front of
fact
me. Go ahead, Shira. What is it?
Shiroi, could you see the balls?
Sorry?
Java, I'm going to stop you right there.
Balls there.
Okay, Shira, you were saying?
Yeah.
Go on.
I forgot now.
Nice work, Jova. Okay,
my
so
bad memory is spreading to you, Siri.
How was I supposed to know that would wipe her memory?
No, Joe. I secretly did it.
No, wait, I get it. It's
I failed.
about the defeating all the enemies before unlocking a door. I mean, in Rush, it isn't very fun, but at least you can cope with it. Whereas with here, you're dealing with a game that constantly wants you to move forward and doesn't really particularly like you moving backwards. So putting you in a single spot where you have to defeat a bunch of enemies is not fun.
just wait till we get to 06 though. 06 is the one that does that the worst.
Oh, come on, Pedro. That was clearly in the middle there.
It's kind of off the screen, actually.
It is
No, I mean, wait, what's off the screen?
the spike ball.
Yeah.
No,
there-
it's right
see it
there
right
on
there.
screen. You can
There.
see it right there.
All right, never mind then.
Well, a few seconds ago you couldn't, so...
Well,
Now you
that's
can.
not while you're aiming the catapult, Roy. Come on.
Well,
Is
I
that-
didn't know that, did I?
That's another thing. Like,
Well, now
the
you do.
catapult seems to be iffy a bit, because I'm flicking the Wiimote and it doesn't throw me whenever...
No.
whatever.
You have to use the homing attack thrust motion.
Oh, how nice of the game to not tell me that.
Frost to homing attack.
Fair enough.
God damn it, why do you put so many traps in here? Jesus.
Dimps help well
Well-
with this?
Well, to be fair, if I were trying to stop a blue hedgehog from trying to get to the stuff I put in here, I'd
Hey,
be
look!
placing these traps everywhere too.
Alright, never mind.
Remind me
Was it,
never.
Pedro?
Remind me to
That's
never,
okay,
ever
I'll
be a
mention
level-
it later.
Remind me to never ever be a level designer of how dickish I can be with these kind of things.
Oh, trust me, Dwibs. Eggman Land is pretty much all you need.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I can't play the PS3 version anymore. The PS3.
Speaking of dickish level design, have you played Eggman Hates Furries?
Yes. And no
Well,
comment
again-
from the rest of you.
Well, again, you know,
I'm not
level
touching the one
being
with the
nigh on
10-foot
him-
pole.
Have you
Egg-
played it?
Wait, what?
I think my answer speaks for itself. I'm not touching the one with the 10-foot pole.
It's hard to tell. Have you played it or not, though?
I haven't.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I mean...
It's a fun game.
The game itself is actually, because it's mostly made up of boss fights, it's basically a very short boss rush
Sonic's
game.
having a stroke,
It's-
apparently.
It's actually the fights are actually quite fun. I mean, quite Advanced 2 or Freedom Planet-esque, or maybe a mix of the two. But that ending is, mwah, beautiful.
That ending kind of makes, that ending really does tell you why Eggman wants you so dead.
because he's the enemy.
I mean, he wants you more dead than usual in this game.
I love how this game also kind of suffers from Contra syndrome, in the sense that if I fall from these platforms, I'll die, even though there's supposed to be floor over there.
Huh.
I mean, in case of Eggman Land, I can understand why that's the hardest one. I mean, Eggman making something really, really that actually kind of suits him.
Yeah, and it's finally Eggman Land, so of course he's gonna do everything in his power to make sure that thing remains.
And kill Sonic.
Basically, what I have to do here, for those who can't tell, is I have to try to activate all springs over the course of the building,
Why
and
did you go on the same spring from last time?
because I fucked up. Okay,
It's okay.
there, I'm back on the ground.
But anyway, I had to wonder though, now that Eggman's made Eggman Land, actually managed to not get betrayed by Monsters of the Week and Lost World, I wonder, what more could he do after that?
How about creating a monster that actually is
Time Eater
useful?
did that already.
Much that's actually useful.
He found that one, remember? He didn't,
The
he found
Time
it,
Eater-
but he didn't create it.
Oh, we talk about creating one that's useful. Metal
How
Sonic.
about he makes another Metal Sonic?
How about
All living things kneel before your master.
That's beautiful, though.
that? You know what I'd
That's
like?
Ryan Drummond, funnily enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is an idea actually. Creates a Monster of the Week who...
I have to wonder, why did Metal Sonic just choose to get a cape?
Because it looks cool,
Because
sure.
capes are all-
It looks cool.
I can see right now, Eggman manages to create the ultimate Monster of the Week, and with its help, takes over the world.
Although funny enough, here in the West at least, the Heroes
Yeah,
came
like the
out.
new world, Pirate Storm.
Heroes came out in 2004, the same year Incredible did. So unfortunately, it wasn't. Heroes was too early enough. Was too early to pay attention to what
Cutscene.
Mode had to say about capes.
Fire genie then. Why not just try some-
Thank you, dipshit.
Wow, the wisdom of Sinbad of the Seven Seas, the adventurer.
Jason, could you maybe try reading that line one more time, if you don't mind?
Sarcasm's not really his thing, is it?
No, like that line delivery was terrible.
Put out a fire genie, right?
I was
People
getting-
complain about Roger Craig Smith's voice.
You see, the pirates who locked me up.
At least
He's
Roger.
my favorite Sonic.
At least Roger can
My
actually act.
favorites as well.
Roger can actually act for one.
Jason was able to act, but God, that
Fire genie.
That man had so much bad luck when it came to the Sonic franchise.
Not until Black Knight, unfortunately.
And that was the
I
last
thought
one.
he was good in Sonic.
Yeah, I thought it was fun in Unleashed.
Well, I think he had better material. Not that much better, but still
I
better.
don't know, but here's
material.
the thing, Dwibs. That particular line, was fine. It was a line that was worked. I mean, I'm not saying it's like comedic genius or anything, but it was a joke that worked.
It's sarcasm.
Yeah, it's sarcasm. And yet, he could not deliver that line for the life of him. It was so bad. Jesus. Anyway, see you everybody for the next part.
Yeah.